Okay, so what did I learn from week six? The thing I learned is that light in that we see is not like the light that it's coming to us because there is a mix of colors that our head can can see and make it look like in some way we are seeing like white or green or it's like a mix of colors if that is red, blue and yellow. Well, the other thing is the composition of the sun and why is that color the thing that we see is because of the temperature. Well, from the activity one of week seven, the first question is what is so special about Chile that so many telescopes have been installing here? It's because of in the Atacama Desert offers unique conditions like like can help the atmospheric opacity. And this in the text is the part that it says the importance of altitude and water. So there are two key factors that are highlighted. Like on one hand, it is essential to have very low levels of water vapor in the atmosphere, and in the Atacama Desert, like is the most arid desert in the world, so the water vapor is levels are very low, and also is the altitude that Atacama Desert have is like it's located in between 2,400 and 4,000 meters above the sea level. The second question of the activity one is if a glacier similar to the Atacama Desert also existed in the northern hemisphere, why would telescope still built here? So in addition that telescope are built here and in not other part of the world, like is because in other parts they suffer excessive light pollution, and in Chile, in contrast, it provides a privileged location that is relatively isolated and has the clearest skies on Earth. So you can see clearly the stars and everything that you would see in the sky like really clear. For the activity two, it said that you have to mention an optical and infrared telescope that as well as radio telescope that are currently here in Chile. And the excellent example of optical infrared telescope that is here in Chile is the Gemini Sur Observatory, which along with facilities like La Silla capture visible light and infrared wavelengths using lenses or mirrors. An essential radio telescope in the Atacama Desert is the Atacama Large Millimeter Submeter Array, like ALMA. That's the how they call it. In the second question of activity two is to research some of the new telescope that will be built in Chile and comment something special about it. The upcoming projects like it's the extremely large telescope in the and the giant Magellan telescope in the north of their massive mirror size, making them the largest optical infrared ranges. The Vera Rubin Observatory is special for its giant 3,200 megapixel camera that will survey the southern skies 3 nights to map the dark matter and dark energy. Then the third question is that is the reddish hue the actual color of the black hole? And if it's not, what is the image that they show like the first image that we have of a black hole, a real black hole? And it's like the reddish orange is not the actual color, is of the accretion disk. This image was captured by a radio telescope, and the color is an artificial representation added by scientists to indicate the intensity of the radio waves being emitted by the extremely hot plasmas around the black hole horizon. Then we have the activity three. The first question is, what is the light pollution? And light pollution is the over illumination of the sky by artificial sources of light, like we have in the cities that we live on, like the houses, the lights that are in the streets, or everything that can go around, light that can go between your eye and the sky, is that's light pollution. And can the second question is how you can control this light pollution. And this control relies in a technical and regulatory measures, require the certification of LIMES in authorized laboratories, and verifying the proper installation of all illuminaries. Key strategies are included using smarter directional lights design to prevent light from being cast upwards, or favored warmer, less contaminated lights of over bright, cool LED. That's how you can control. The third question is who advises on light installation. The principal is the Office of the Protection of Quality of Skies in the northern Chile. Advise that the proper installation to measure the compliance with quality standards on the and regional protection norms. This is for we to protect that we have the clear skies on Earth, and we can see the sky and explore and investigate it, all the skies that we can use. And how can it affect people and animals? The light pollution severely disrupts wildlife, altering the biological and nocturnal cycles of the flora and fauna, notoriously confusing the sea turtles hatchling that mistakes city lights from the moon guidance. And for human, the excessive light com compromises health well-being by disrupting their natural sleep cycles. Like if you want to sleep um, normally, the light pollution will affect you because we we need dark circumstances to have a good have good